Hi, I'm Candace Gonzalez, and here is my end of week 6 wrap-up lab, and this has to do with the Edesign Network and their websites. Edesign creates websites for clients, and here is a network configuration for their 3 different sites. On the upper left, you will see their A site for their Edesign, which consists of their computer design users. There is 20 different users in that particular location. Then over to the right in the top corner is their Edesign site B, which consists of 6 sales team members. Down in the middle bottom is the Edesign site C, which consists of the administrative users. There are 4 of them, and they are all connected through a modem and a router with a Wi-Fi pinging to IP address 197.16.82.0. With that being said, back up to EDA. Right here we will start. They are all going to be connected with fiber media, which is what we have chosen to do here. If you're looking at the overall picture here in the architecture structure for the entire network, we are using the hierarchical network design. And with all 3 of the sites, we are using the star topology, which is the main one that people use these days. The other ones are not really used anymore because it has turned out that this is the most efficient way to route your network. With that being said, back to the media that we are using to connect the buildings from site to site. We're using fiber media because it can reach up to 500 meters. The top 2 are next door to each other, but the one on the bottom is 4 miles away. It is a little more expensive than using the other cable. That is a possibility, but with the fiber it leaves more opportunity for upgrades and really integrating the network as it improves over the years. With that being said, if you were to start with cable, you would have to go back and relay your wire for the fiber media. So it's a good investment to do now, which will lead to better upgrades later on. Now with that being said, if we look onto the inside of the sites, we have 3 different sites, all using the Cat 6 media wires. With that being said, there is Cat 5, 6, and 7. We are going with the middle route. With that, just because we are on a moderate budget, it is going to help not be the cheapest because we are on a little bit of a moderate sized network here, but we're not going to go the most expensive because we do not have a large budget. We are trying to save in some areas just due to the amount of money we're going to spend with the fiber media and the security because of the certain information that is being taken care of in the administrative users area that consists of payroll accounts and receivables and personal client information. We want to make sure and keep that good and safe and secure. With that being said, we've decided on how I would like to allocate the IP addresses. I would go ahead and do a static IP address for each individual location. With that here, we do have several options to choose from. We will start with 197.168.82.1 and go all the way to 224. That is plenty of IP addresses for this particular network. We have 20 over here as well. We have 6 over here and 4 down here, leaving us with 30. We do have 6 phones noted here as well. That would be 36. Definitely more than enough IP addresses to go around to be able to have a static IP address for each one, which is just simpler and a lot easier to use and a lot less. There's not going to be any congestion or issues with that. Now, kind of going from there, what equipment do you need in each building? We'll kind of start in the top left corner. Here we have the internet in the middle, of course, which is we're going to have our firewall, which is going to come down to our actual equipment, which is going to go into the modem, which is going to route to the router with Wi-Fi in this particular location, and it's going to modify down to the switch because it's going to have more than 4 Ethernet spots available. With that being said, we have the Cat 6 media wired cable inside as well here. And we'll down here to your server site, which we're going to have an off-site server closet for our website creations. With that being said, we'll actually switch on over to EDC and go and look over here. We're going to start with just a modem, which is going to go to a router with Wi-Fi. No need for a switch here because we only have four main computer systems that would need potentially a wire. I do have one on three different computers, and we just, for purpose sake, just to show, we have one connected directly to Wi-Fi. Down here to our host server is where our main closet server is, which holds our design software applications, our inventory database, and our VoIP, or voice over IP address here. With that being said, we'll take back up here through our lovely fiber cables, and we'll go to our site B. You'll see here that it's noted that there are 6 different C computers, and the P is going to stand for phones. Instead of going to your cable coax connection, I decided to do voice over network and use an internet-based telephone system for this. With that being said, we have the VoIP, a switch, a router with Wi-Fi, and of course can't forget the Cat6 media, fiber cables, and again a modem. That pretty much sums that up. And the line speed that I would use here in this would be 100 megabytes per second. Should be more than plenty for this type of size of network. And again, we already touched bases on where our closet servers would be. I would have one here and another one over here. The only reason I have the website creation server over here is it was noted in the paperwork that Site A hosted the website creations that Site C would need access to. So I just thought there was a need for a reason to have 2 different closet servers, but in a different world, if I was going to recreate this and didn't have any constraints, I would modify and have one main host server that included everything in it. And that pretty much sums up what I have here, and thank you for listening.